They did a little misdirect. They told people the next Captain America was going to be called Captain America something Serpent Society. Serpent Society.
And the crowd went nuts when they heard Serpent Society.
Yep. And then all of a sudden, all right, no, we're kidding. And then the new title comes up, Captain America Civil War. Your guys' thoughts about that?
Fantastic, because I saw that little Serpent Society, because we were doing the show live yesterday while you guys were at the announcement, so we kept getting little things while we're trying to. And today's news, Serpent Society, we're like, what's going on over there? Trying to find out Captain Marvel, Black Panther, and Humans. It was really fun to hear all these announcements happening live. So. I even lost what we were talking about. Yeah, Civil War. Yeah, it makes total sense. And then a little bit later, I saw, some snuck footage from that same press conference where they showed that scene of Tony Stark and Steve Rogers chopping wood and basically forming what is going to become the divisiveness between the two. They're just basically stating it. And, you saw all the scene where he just rips the wood in half. Oh my God.
God, that was so
And then what
awesome.
he said right after that gave me chills. He was like, when you start a war, it's like, what's that line?
Whenever somebody tries to stop a war before it starts, innocent people die.
And it registered.
Always.
And it registered with Tony Stark, too. That scene, and that's when Marvel, you would talk about how they did this really well. This was the best Hall H panel they've done in like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it really is.
It really was. It was the way it was set up. I mean, Joss Whedon was sitting in the audience, and he said they brought this clip, and they showed this clip, and Mark and I were sitting there, and the second they showed this clip, they're showing us this for a reason. And I was like, they're going to announce something. And then the Serpent Society disappears. It's Civil War, and then the back and forth of actually having Downey and Evans on stage face to face with Alan Silvestri's Avengers score blasting in the background.
Wow.
You're going nuts. And it's like, I cannot wait to see this. And I know some people are like, oh, maybe it's too soon. It's not. It's leading up to a perfect thing because it all leads back to the Avengers, the Infinity.
Right.
It all leads to that because it's going down in this Civil War movie.
I love the cockiness of the announcement. I love that Marvel has that much faith in what they're doing to where they can throw a fake name out there.
Right.
It was a great misdirect because they showed the entire slate without revealing any of the actual titles. They just had the dates. And so the fans were going to go crazy.
That was funny when they did
for whatever
that.
movie. You could have put, Carrot Top in Chairman of the Board too. Yes. And they would have gone crazy because they were looking at all the Marvel movies that are coming out. It's like, look at all these presents we got Christmas morning. And the name Serpent is a cool name, right? And then Serpent Society, you're like, oh, that's going to be awesome. And then when you had them on stage together. By the way, the fact you can tell Downey and Evans are such pros by this point. That's not their first time on the boards in front of a crowd. They handled that so well. Yeah. It was so exciting. Then when they bring out, well, we'll talk about that in a minute, I guess.
One of the things that really stood out to me, too, was watching that clip of Tony and Captain America chopping wood together and it was so beautifully shot the way, Captain America's getting pissed off and rips the log in half with his bare hands. I remember thinking in Captain America 2, there is no way physically that Chris Evans can ever look more jacked than he does in Captain America 2. Yeah, well, screw that. Yeah. I mean, I could not. The dude looks like a full-fledged, full-time bodybuilder.
He's given Thor a run for his money, at least in the pecs department.
Yeah.
That sound weird?
I like that they're building up on his strength, though, even more so, too, because it's like it was a little. It was always there, but they're really playing on it now. Because even that clip that they released with him with the hammer almost getting you see Thor's face, and now this thing with the log. You have to do that because this is going to be the leader, the main leader of this resistance, I guess, against Iron Man and this Tony Stark thing that's going to come to a head. So you want to see more of really what Tony Stark has to go against in Captain America.
Right, and it's not even just strength; it's like righteous strength of good.
Yes, right.
I mean, that's why he can almost lift that hammer because only ye of the purest heart. It's like, well, he should be able to just lift it, right?
Yeah, now he can actually absorb a blow from Iron Man. When Iron Man comes flying into him, he can handle that now.
Yeah.
What's interesting, Kevin Feige said something pretty informative and interesting about Civil War. He said, he talked about the differences there are going to be between, the comics and the movies. And he said that early on, too. He made a point to say, look, you always got to remember that there is the comic world, there is the movie world. I mean, they are two different things. One draws on the other one, but, Feige was pretty clear to point out, the movie Marvel Studios is not beholden to the narrative of the comics, that they have to stick to it, which they've shown over and over again. But he did talk about Civil War, and he said, yes, because somebody asked him about this. He said, in the comics, it's about secret identities as well and all that kind of stuff. He goes, obviously, that's not an issue in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because there are no secret identities, basically. He said, what the issue is really going to be about is who do these people, talking about Avengers and people's superpowers, who do these people work for, and who do they have to answer to? And that's going to become the issue. And clearly, Tony Stark is going to be the guy who says, yes, we should answer to the government. And Captain America is going to be, that's a violation of the American dream and civil rights and what we stand for. And you're going to get these two guys on different planes, which is going to be really fascinating to see.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.